This trip was supposed to be a few items, and my husband has gotten carried away. Raven, what are you doing?
Yeah?
Put that basket up.
What you doing?
Bust down
I
everything.
don't know what you fish.
Cool, you want to go walk around?
No?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm in at home looking at some stuff. This looks cute. Hold on. I'm thinking I could use this, and it's only $13, so I'm all for that. It's a little off. I wonder if it's not supposed to be perfectly straight. I'm torn between this mirrored one, maybe that, getting this gold bowl, like, or getting this one that looks like sticks. So I'm gonna figure it out. This trip was supposed to be a few items, and my husband has gotten carried away. Raven, what are you doing?
Yeah?
Put that basket up.
What you doing?
Bust down
I
everything.
don't know what you fish.
Cool, you want to go walk around?
No?
Okay.
Okay, guys, I am back. We are home. We have been out for quite some time. As you can tell, I'm walking through my house. I need to change clothes, and I'm gonna show you guys everything we got. I'm looking red. Ugh. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. Okay, but anyway, we are back, and I don't even know I'm on here, y'all. I ain't got nothing to say. We back, and I'm about to stain this cabinet real quick, and I'm gonna change my outfit so I don't mess up my stuff, my clothes that I'm wearing, and take off this jewelry. And yeah, y'all see me on the camera staining my cabinet that Raven broke like several months ago. I don't even know how long it was. Yeah, and then we're gonna I got a huge haul for you guys from At Home. Yes, At Home. I think I got everything from there. And a little bit of things from Home Depot, but nothing important. Because we about to start on this living room revamp. I'm so excited, you guys. So let's get into it. Okay, guys. So I am changed in my I don't care clothes. Ooh, my nose. And we are about to stain my cabinet from my kitchen. If you guys aren't aware, and you may have noticed if you watch my Clean With Me's, I have two cabinets that are missing in my, two cabinet doors that are missing in my kitchen, thanks to Miss Raven. We had to get them rebuilt, basically, because how she broke them off the frame. So, this is how my cabinet door is looking. This was the original color that it was before she broke it. This is what they had to repair. And so, I'm about to stain it because they will be coming out to my house in the morning to put them back on for me. And I'm going to mix it up, put a coat on the back. Then I'm going to put a coat on the front side, and I'm gonna let it dry. It says it needs to dry for about 4 hours. And that's it. So if you guys interested in seeing that, this is the beginning of my living room revamp. Even though I'm painting the kitchen cabinet door, just roll with me, okay? This is the color of the stain. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Yeah. Staining the cabinet was very, very simple, if I'm honest. It was a long process because I had to do 3 coats of the top coat, and they had to dry, I think, at least 3 to 4 hours in between each coat. So I did do all 3. I did not record them all because I did that into the night. Here you guys, I am taping off my beautiful white trim that I absolutely love. I was most terrified of painting this wall because I did not want to get paint on this white trim. So that is what you're watching me do now with my little helper Raven, is go through and cover all the trim up to prepare it for painting. I did not prime my walls. I didn't even clean them, if I'm honest. I just used paint and primer combo, pretty nice quality. It's supposed to be almost quality close to 1 coat, and I just mixed that up and then I applied it in this dark blue color, as you can see, because I love it. I like the depth that it would have, and of course it ties in with the dark blue trend that I have going on here in my living room. And you will not see me paint it, but I only show me painting this back wall around my window. But I absolutely, you will see later, paint the sides because I felt like it needed a little bit more, I don't know, of a statement. You guys, as you see me start painting this accent wall, I am using this edger tool. I'll be sure to link it. I have talked about this in my old DIY projects, but you guys, this has been an absolute time saver, money saver, you name it. It helps with painting, and it cuts down the time so much, so that you don't have to worry about painting your corners so much. It has just really changed my life, and you guys, it is a tool worth buying. I use it every single time I paint any wall surface in my house. And this is the beautiful dark blue color I chose, you guys. I wanted it to be dark. I wanted it to make a statement. I knew it was going to be in this kind of enclosed, like in-depth place in my living room. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. Later on down the line, I do plan on putting up curtains, but I'm trying to be very, very patient with that because I don't want to just put up anything. I want it to be really beautiful. I'm also waiting to add the curtains because as much as I love my living room, I am still really, really wanting new furniture. So I'm going to probably wait until I get the new furniture to know exactly what kind of curtains I would like to put up.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Hey you guys, here I am starting the wallpaper. Wallpapering is pretty simple, but I would have to say it's a little tedious. As you can see, I'm starting in the middle of the wall space that I'm going to be wallpapering. The wallpaper was very long, so you will see me use my tape measure to measure out roughly how long and how tall this wall is. Then I will lay down on the floor, measure it out and cut it, because I find that less wallpaper is a lot easier to stick down. And it's peel and stick, so I line it up at the top, which is very easy, and that helps to keep it centered as well, because I line it up with the trim and then I come down, and then after that both sides will stay completely even because they are matching up with the pattern in the center. When it comes to putting wallpaper up around your electric sockets, it is actually very, very simple. I got this from a wallpapering video that I watched here on YouTube, and if I can find that exact video, I will link it down in the description below if you guys are interested in that. But basically, you find the center of the wall socket, you cut a hole in the middle, and then you cut out and make basically 4 triangle shapes around the outlet socket, and that is what I'm doing here. And then you cut the triangle off and you will be left with a square, and then you can smooth that down. I hope that made sense. Again, I will link the video, if I can find it, down below if you guys are absolutely interested in how I got that to go around my electric socket. On the second part, where I am putting the wallpaper up next to the fireplace, you will see me struggle with that as well, because it was very complicated and the wallpaper was very wide. I needed it for certain areas to be wider, and I needed it to be more narrow in other areas. So what I'm doing is measuring again, getting a rough amount of how much I need to cut off to narrow the wallpaper at the top portion so that I can lay it while keeping the width at the bottom. So that is the second measurement, and I will do that continually on both sides. Cutting around this fireplace ledge, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, was very challenging. So my method was to lay it down as close as I could, go in and cut splits in so that the wallpaper would curve around the wall, the decor or the design of the fireplace ledge. And then I was going to cut those pieces, the slits that I cut, I was going to cut those off and then smooth it down as close to the edge as possible. In certain parts, I didn't get it as perfect, so I find other pieces of the wallpaper to kind of hide the fact that it's not as close to it. And I was trying to be very transparent because I'm not a professional and this can be complicated, but not so much that you can't do it, and not so much that it can't turn out to be beautiful and worth your time and the money that you'll save. On this side at the bottom, I am doing wallpapering around 2 electric sockets, and they are fairly close together. So I do the same method as I did the first time with finding the center of each socket and cutting basically 4 triangles by cutting outward from the center to the corner of each socket. So if that made sense, put a hole in the center, cut outward in a diagonal towards the corner of each socket, and that's how you get your 4 triangles. And then I end up cutting this up because we have wires coming out of this wall, and we did not want to unplug them because the cable guys had to come in and do it, and if we unplug it, we would have to call them back out to reset everything, and we did not want to hassle that. So I found a way to maneuver it by cutting the wallpaper up into like 3 tabs at the bottom here that could work around the electric socket. Notice that I start wallpapering at the center of the space, and that is so that your pattern that is on your wallpaper is centered and you can get the full picture of it and you match it. So when you buy wallpaper, remember that you need to have enough to allow for a little cutoff so that you can match the pattern. Another thing I would like to input before I get off of here about the wallpaper is peel and stick is much easier to apply, but it is a lot more expensive than traditional wallpaper. If you are interested in the tools that I'm using, I'm just using a wallpaper smoother, and I'm using it's basically like a box cutter. It comes in a wallpapering kit. I got this from Walmart. I don't think it was more than $7, and if I can find that, I will also link that down below. Also to note, when working with peel and stick, you do not want to peel the backing completely off. You want to gradually peel it back, revealing only the places that you want to stick first, and slowly continue to pull the backing off as you work your way down. I am back at home, as you can see, for a second time, because some of the pieces, as you would know from my haul, if you watched it, if you not, I will link that so that you can check it out. Some of those pieces did not work. They were beautiful pieces, and I want to clear that up. I love the pieces that I bought. They just did not work in this space. The two glass pieces that I fell in love with, that were a mustard color, they absolutely would not go with the gold theme. It was just standing out like a sore thumb, and it just wasn't working. So I'm back at home trying to find some other pieces to replace those. And on top of that, checking out wall art, because I have a place in my living room that has old wall art that would not go with the new aesthetic that I'm going to be bringing forth in this living room transformation or revamp. And so I was checking out wall art as well. guys, welcome back. It is about 7:40 p.m. and I just got home from the salon, so I'm going to put these arrangements together. This is what I came up with, and I'm going to now create some arrangements from this space and this, and when I took my second trip back to at home, I bought these two gold frames because I knew I had these two pictures of my daughters here and I wanted to add those pops to color, and that is what I am changing out now. When it comes to building these floral arrangements, I was really on the fence, and like I said, you'll hear me talk about it later on in the end of this video. I am not 100% satisfied with these. I really am not. I really want something a little bit more elegant, not so plant-like, but I was just so indecisive, and I'm not gonna lie, I was on a budget, and when you go to buy artificial flowers, they can be very expensive, so I was trying to cut costs where I need it. I cannot give you an exact amount of how much this revamp cost me, but it was a little bit more. I would have to say that every time that I do a revamp, I always tend to go over budget. Not a little, but usually a lot. So I was cutting costs here, and I knew that it was something I could replace later. When hanging this piece of wall art, you guys, I just eyeballed where I wanted it. I eyeballed the center of this space that I'm hanging the picture or the canvas on. And I marked it with my pencil in the area where the nail heads would need to go. And then on the floor, I measured down from the top because as you see on the wall, I marked on the wall from the top of the canvas, but the nails do not hang the canvas from the top of it. They hang it more midway down. So I measured from the top of the canvas down to where the hooks are to hang onto the nails, and I got that measurement. And then I go back to the wall with my leveler, measure down from the top points that I made previously, and then I mark those, and that's how I find where I should do my nail holes. So here, you guys, is the final results of the living room revamp. I am absolutely in love with it. There are a few things that I kind of want to change. If I'm honest, I would like to change out the centerpiece right here with the flowers on it. I kind of want something else. I would want to keep the flowers but put it on one of the end tables. Just little things here and there, but overall I really am pleased with the results. I could do a lot more if I wanted to, and I'll probably add a few things, I'm not gonna lie, but so far I'm really satisfied with this revamp. I do think it brought it to an aesthetic that I was looking for, And I just think it turned out great. If you guys care to comment, please let me know what you guys think, what you would do different, any ideas on what you think would look better. I love to hear that from you guys. And if you just overall enjoyed this whole transformation video, however long it was, please be sure to hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe to your girl's channel. I am small over here, and I will welcome all who want to join. And hit the notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I upload. And until next time, always remember, guys, cleanliness is next to godliness, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.